great finish in Atlanta, great racing, but other news out of the weekend. NASCAR on Saturday, pre-qualifying, confiscates the roof rails from the 10 and the 41 cars of SHR. Let's walk through it. I guess first, let's talk about roof rails. What are they? Why do they care? What exactly are their use? This is right out of the rule book. This is a look of the greenhouse of a NASCAR next-gen vehicle. The roof rails are in color.
So they're a vertical edge that sits up here to trip air. Multiple pieces because they come across roof flaps, and the roof flaps need to work separately of them. You see A, B, C, D, E, and F. The G is fasteners for it, but these are parts that are put on it. They are team-produced parts. This is not a single-source supplier part. This is a part that there is a NASCAR drawing for it, a CAD drawing, in definitions for it. The teams produce these. Obviously, something that NASCAR didn't like.
So I will, in the rule book, you know me, I love the rule book. Team-produced. They got to be installed. Let's talk about what could go wrong. So first of all, they have to be produced. They have to be out of basically 0.05 inch thick aluminum. They got to fit the CAD drawing. They have to be installed perpendicular to the surface area. They can't interfere with the roof flaps, and they must be painted. So there's 5 things right there that NASCAR may or may not like about them. Okay, that's what they are. What do they do? Let's talk about the roof rails in general. We have, unfortunately, poor Josh Berry. We had to pick an SHR car. So the 4 spinning down the backstretch of Atlanta. We're going to come to a freeze here, and I need you to help the fan at home understand why NASCAR cares about these rails.
So when you look at the side of the car, and I'll just go back, I'm going to draw it over here to start with, but if you think about an airplane wing's flat on the bottom, and it's got shape on the top, and then it comes down and comes back. So what happens to make an airplane wing work is that as the air comes along and it goes up and over this surface, it has a longer way to go. It speeds the air up. Well, that air ends up making lift relative to what happens. So now if we understand that, if you go and look at the car up here, well, this shape right here, if you make a void in the back where the air kind of confuses itself, it's round in the front. That makes lift. So what NASCAR does is they come back and they mandate, you can see it right here, there's one here and there's one here. Roof rails to disturb the air so that we don't have that kind of fluid flow. The air that comes up over here now is going to come up and it gets tripped by this. And this makes this kind of swirl, and it keeps that from making a low pressure lifting the car up.
So basically the concept is it's one of the many, many tools NASCAR has put on these cars to try to keep them on the ground when the car's sliding sideways.
Yes, because these cars, especially if the right side, we've drawn it on the car with the left side forward. If the right side's forward, the right side glass fills up that void. It makes it even bigger that the air has to go up over the roundness of the roof. So NASCAR's there for a safety point to keep the cars down on the racetrack.
So it's going to be interesting to see what the penalties do or don't look like this week because they aren't a single source part, as you pointed out. We've seen those be some very hefty penalties. And I think it comes down to what exactly is wrong with them. Does NASCAR feel it was intentional? Was it a mistake? Do they give some leeway because they're supposed to produce those parts? I mean, SHR had 4 cars in Atlanta. I am 100% sure after it was taken off 2 cars, the other 2 cars were double scrutinized over. So 2 cars correct, 2 cars incorrect. We'll have to see what the week leads to.